Well, the enigma that is Kawhi Leonard will be out once again tonight for the LA Clippers, pretty much spelling doom for them. Already without their star forward, Paul George. Kawhi Leonard now also down, and it's all on the back of Russell Westbrook to try and compete with Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Chris Paul. So they're pretty much toast. But this goes into a greater thing about Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi is the most frustrating and he's the strangest cat in the league. They should study this man's brain. I would want to know what goes through his mind. He's the only guy that I know that is an absolute stone cold killer while simultaneously being completely unmotivated and aloof. This is another missed game. Now, you could say it's injuries, this, that. I just don't know how motivated this guy is to play. If he's not feeling 100%, he just does not want to get out there and compete, which is crazy because anybody who's played sports and competes is always driven by that hunger to go out there. They'll play through anything to try and do that. And he's not bad. He's one of the greatest playoff players in NBA history. When he plays in the postseason, he dominates people. He's out of his mind. He's a two-time champion, 2 finals MVPs. It's absolutely crazy how good this guy is, but he doesn't play in the regular season. Now he gets hurt and doesn't play in the postseason. All he does is miss games. It's just so infuriating. And this is what happens when you invest in a guy like Kawhi Leonard. He's just a different cat, I guess. He's not built like the same as other athletes. And this is what happens. It backfires on you. Sure, you can win a lot of games. Sure, he puts you in prime position. But this whole experiment with the Clippers has utterly failed at this point. I'm assuming he's not going to be back, so let's break it down. But before we get into that, drop a quick like on this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already. New videos every single weekday. But like I said, Kawhi, he tweaked his knee in Game 1 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs against the Suns. A Game 1 win where he dropped 38 points. He absolutely dominated that game. It was a quiet 38, but it was still 38. And then he gutted it out, they said, and played in Game 2, but now he is out tonight for Game 3 against the Suns at home with the series tied at 1. And that's just a huge blow. Kawhi is leading the playoffs through 2 games in points scored total. So he's been absolutely fantastic, and he's always been fantastic. Just look at Kawhi's numbers. If we go to his playoff numbers, they're absolutely ridiculous from playoff series. So since he went down in that Western Conference Finals against Golden State, that freak series, we know how good that run was where he won the title with the Spurs and Pop against LeBron. We know how good he was in that. But since he's been down there, look at this. 34 points per or 28 points per series. 34, 29, 28, 32, 24, 32, 27 when he went down 2 years ago in the Western Conference semifinals against Utah. Only played 4 games in that series, and he's at 34.5 for this series. He's absolutely dominating people. These are crazy good numbers for a guy who's a forward. And he's really developed his three-point game. I was so impressed with Kawhi for the first 2 games. But man, his games played. He started this bullshit load management in the NBA, which has ruined the NBA regular season. Nobody plays anymore. Everybody rests because media dictates. Your legacy is about titles. But dude, you don't play in the regular season. Let's see, 9 games, 60 games, 57, 52. Missed all of last season with his ACL injury. And then 52 again this year. You play the minimum amount of games, and then you still get hurt. You still don't play in the playoffs. It's an absolute shit show, man. I just do not get this guy. I don't know how you could be so great at anything and then just not be motivated to do whatever you can to gut it out, grind it out, and play. Guys play through a lot more than Kawhi seems to be playing through. Now, obviously, he had the ACL injury. That's different. But man, my foot, I don't feel right. I don't trust the team doctors. I need load management. I need a rest. I don't feel comfortable. If he is not perfectly coddled, he does not go out there and grind it. And it's a real damn shame because it takes away from everybody. He is a gift to the game of basketball. And, you know, I hate him. He beat my Sixers on the most insane shot ever. So I'm not a fan of him whatsoever. But I can recognize he is one of the all-time greatest players in the postseason. It's insane how much better he is in the playoffs when the lights are brightest than he is in the regular season. He's a good regular season player, obviously, when he decides to show up. But man, in the postseason, he's an absolute monster. So he's out for game 3 now. I doubt he comes back now. I would be shocked if he guts it out, grinds it out. It doesn't feel right. I'm not 100%. I'm not going to play. It's just so damn infuriating, honestly. And I feel for you if you're a Clippers fan. The series was tied at 1. It was looking promising just to hold out to try and get Paul George back. I don't believe in curses necessarily, but goddamn, the Clippers feel cursed. It's a real tough look, and I don't know if they're going to blow this bad boy up now. They got the new stadium coming. They started construction on that. Steve Ballmer's throwing all the money in the world to try and win a title, and they can't get to the conference finals. They can't get to the finals. I think this is a totally failed experiment in LA with the Kawhi and Paul George. Kawhi doesn't want to play. Paul George disappeared. He was great the last time in the playoffs when he was by himself. So I will give Paul George that. Now he's hurt. So maybe the Clip need to be terrible once again or trade both of these guys and potentially get some better players, trade out players. I don't know, but it's just so frustrating. I feel for you, Clippers fan. I feel for basketball fans because Kawhi just lets us down. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is he soft? Am I overreacting? Am I just being too harsh on the guy? Or I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, live draft mock stream tomorrow, April 21st at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Me and 5 other awesome creators are going to run through and do a first round live mock draft. We all got our teams scheduled up. It should be a lot of fun. So be sure to stop by. Check it out. We're on the clock at number 2 with the Texans. I don't know if I'm taking a quarterback. I might be leaning defense here. But again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.